huge win for the Florida Panthers last night as we beat the Vegas Golden Knights 3-1. Huge win. Always awesome to beat the Vegas team, especially after trading Marchessault and Smith and them getting Gallant and seeing them go to the Stanley Cup Finals in their first year of existence while we continue to not even be able to make the playoffs. And we made, and they're on pace to make the playoffs again this year. That'd be 2 times in 2 seasons they've made the playoffs, where we've made the playoffs, twice this freaking century. So, definitely good to beat them. Now, one thing I want to mention, and it happens every single time I watch the Panthers, after they win and stuff like that. My wife's always like, oh, I'm surprised they won. So, that's kind of bothersome. Like, she knows I'm a huge Panthers fan. I'm trying to convert her to be a Panthers fan, but it's not working out. I think that'd be a cool thing we could have together, but I think if I can bring her down there to a game and see all my friends and be among other Panther fans, I think it would be a more enjoyable environment for her. Like, the only time she's seen a Panthers game, we saw one in Florida, but I knew nobody down there back then, and we sat way all the way up in the balcony, and it was against the Montreal Canadiens, so it really wasn't somewhere where we could have, really experienced the Florida Panthers time in the arena. But I think if we went now, it would have been great. And then the only other times too was up here in Boston, and she refuses to go to any more games up here with me when they play the Bruins after the incident I had with them Bruins fans up in the balconies. They're typical Bruins fans being assholes, calling me names and all this stuff. So again, that's my wife for you. She has very much doubt in the Florida Panthers. So, see, Panthers, you're causing a rift in my marriage. You need to start winning. So this is a good start for us. But anyways, let's get into the game. Barkov sets a Florida Panthers record with the fastest goal to start a game at home as he scores 12 seconds in to make it a 1-0 game. Great start for the Cats. Needed to get up on that lead. In that first, also, though, Vegas did score a goal to tie it up. Really questionable goal, but after looking at all the reviews, Reimer definitely was not interfered with as much as he thought he was. Yeah, the Patrick skate did hit him, but it still was enough time for Reimer to get back to be able to make a play. So again, I thought it was a good goal, and it ended up turning out to be. In the third, Hoffman with the game winner to make it 2-1, and then Frankie V. Vetrano scores the empty net, his 17th of the season, 3 away from 20. Like I predicted, he is definitely going to hit that. And as always, Reimer had a phenomenal game, facing 35 shots in this one, stopping 34 of them. Really strong game by him. We've had really good goaltending by Reimer lately. Again, it seems like he picks it up in the second half of the season. So maybe we need to find a tandem where we have, a first guy, plays the first half. Reimer doesn't play as much, and then Reimer plays most of the second half. The other guy plays not as much. And hey, we'll be in the playoffs. But again, we have to keep this up. Columbus, they're struggling right now. We did gain 2 points on them. We're now 9 points out of a playoff spot. Still a distance away, but I know a lot of people are doubting. I've even doubted, hey, we're not making the playoffs, but I got to keep the faith. I want them to make the playoffs. We saw the run we had last year. We have potential to possibly have a run like this year, but we got to keep playing a full 60 minutes. Full 60 minutes game last night. Phenomenal. Awesome. We need to keep that up. Next week's not going to have as much of a tough of opponents as we did this week. We do play Pittsburgh. Bukestad, McCann will make their debut with the Penguins against the Florida Panthers for the first time. So that'll be a really emotional game, definitely. But we have to come out better than Pittsburgh and win that one. We do play St. Louis to start the week on Tuesday. That we need to win that game after that loss against St. Louis, humiliating loss. And just pile up the points. We need these wins to get into the playoffs, and we need to hope Columbus can continue to struggle. another 2 games losing streak. We got to get a 5-game winning streak. We get that going. We're doing okay, and then we just gotta, keep the wins going. So, gotta close this out, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be here for all 82 games of the Florida Panthers season, and hopefully, just hopefully, for every game of the playoffs. See you in the next video.